Hey guys, what's going on? It is your boy Battle from Brothers here, and so today, as you saw at the title, we're going to be covering Darth Vader. And so I think we're going to be covering all the heroes, reinforcements, and trooper classes for until Star Squadrons comes out. Just a quick channel thing there if you want to see all hero guides. So yeah, let's jump right on into his base stats. So now jumping into his base stats, his health is very high at coming in with 800, which is above average for it's the highest health for any dark side hero, tied for highest with Grievous, and tied for highest health with Anakin on the light side. So his health is very good and very easy. Health regen pool of 250. So if you make sure, try not to go below 250, because otherwise you're gonna require kills to get your health back. 20 kills for one kill will get you 20 health back for a trooper and 100 for a hero, and that's a passive ability, just saying. So now let's jump into his stamina. So his swings do a lot of damage, but he doesn't have the best stamina. He has good stamina, but he doesn't have good stamina recovery for attacking or defending. And his stamina is just, it's good for attacking and blocking, but when you have to regen stamina, that's going to be kind of a struggle, because I'd say when you are out of stamina, what I'd really suggest you do is you choke the person or you saber throw them while you regen your stamina, so you can regen your stamina without being disturbed, because they'll be choked or losing damage from your saber throw. And now his jump is normal, but make sure not to jump like just when running away. Blocking and dodging is a lot easier and will get you killed if you jump all the time, because blaster heroes can easily wipe you out, and so can infantry when you just jump in the air, because you're wide open for an easy target. And another thing to remember is with Vader, he's very slow. So if you get caught with against 20 enemies in Galactic Assault or Capital Supremacy, he's really slow. So retreating by running is not going to be really usually a option. I like to block and then go walk backwards and dodge, because dodging is a much quicker movement. And now his lunge is average, and yeah, those are kind of his base stats. And now we're going to jump right on into his abilities. So we're going to start off with his best ability, which is Force Choke. So this ability will lift your enemies in the air, and it will deal, I think, 140 damage to heroes and infantry. And there's one combo I would like to say. So you choke, you jump swing, and since you're behind them right now, you turn around and throw your saber, which then will deal. So if you choke them, that's 140. A swing is 130, and then that's already up to 270. And then a saber throw is another 130, which is 400 damage. And if you somehow can hit them from the behind, you'll get 530 damage from just that one ability combo, which then will just be about one swing for every single blaster hero, and will leave saber heroes wide open, and will make it a lot harder for them to win a 1v1. So if you use that combo, I really suggest you do. It's really going to help you out, and yeah, especially is good in HVV. So moving on to his next ability is Saber Throw. And so one tip about this ability is when you use it in HVV or Hero Showdown, when you have an enemy blocking, just throw it at them, and they'll get hit from the back. So, and same for Maul too. So if you throw the Saber Throw, they block the first attack, but they don't block the second one, which they cannot block the second one because they're facing the other way, and they probably won't realize it. So if you have a Obi-Wan that's just block spamming, that's a good way to lower his health. And yeah. And then his last ability, which is one of the best abilities in the whole entire game, is Focus Rage. So this one will give you 200 more health, double stamina, which can really help if you're at little to no stamina, because then you'll have double. And then his swing damage will be able to one-shot 3 of the 4 classes, which he can usually not do. He only does 130 damage from the and 160 damage from the back. But in this case, he'll be able to one-shot every single class from the front. And yeah, so those are abilities and combinating. And if you aren't that skilled of a player, just kind of new, one tip is if you want to if you don't want to do the combo with choke, jump swing, saber throw, you can just do choke and saber throw, because it still is a lot of damage, just not as much. And then, if you're just trying to settle into the game, which is, there's a lot of sweaty people in this game and veterans that have been playing since like the launch, it's really easy to go with Vader, because if there's like a Luke, you're better. He's one of the best heroes in the game. I'd say he's second best Vader. So yeah, now we're gonna jump into his best start cards. So starting off with his best cards in Galactic Assault and Capital Supremacy, I like to run Furious Resilience, gives him 25% damage reduction during Focus Rage, which, I mean, it already gives you 200 more health, so you get up almost, if you have the health buff card on, then you almost get up to about 1,400 health, which is a lot of health, that is for sure. And then I like to run Increase Maximum Health, which gets you up to 950 just on its own, and that's the highest average health pool. And you can get up to 1,050 if you just use, what is it called? Focused Rage. And then that combo is deadly. And then There Is No Escape, I love to run just because it gives you extra range by 50%. And then, I mean, it's like a sniper pretty much. And Saber Heroes don't really have long range weapons, so having this card on can really help you. And then in Hero Showdown, I like to run the same cards except Punishing Grip, because when you get to choke both enemies, that's great. And one more thing is, the same setup is for Heroes vs. Villains and Galactic Assault and Capital Supremacy, like I just said. And I like to run Surrounded by Fear if you struggle keeping your stamina in every game but Hero Showdown. So yeah, that's going to be it for my star cards. So now, lastly, we're going to be jumping into some just general tips on how you should be playing Vader, and how you should be treating him on the battlefront. So basically, in trooper-based game modes, never try to just go out in the open. Like, for example, if you're on Kashyyyk, don't go out on the open where there's going to be like a bunch of enemies easily be able to shoot you. Try to stick to shrubbery and places where it's really hard for the enemy to find you, and you can just pick them off one by one, which is kind of how we can work. And so Vader's a tank, and just if you put on the right star cards, like I said, you will be even more of a tank, and that's what I'm trying to do with the setup. So, I mean, just play with him, and you'll kind of understand him. He's really good. Don't try to rush. He can 1v4 people very easily if you just choke him off a ledge. So yeah, I mean, if you have any other tips you'd like to say in the comments, please tell. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.